Well, Daniel, with all your travails at the early part of this year, what you really needed was laps, and there weren't many laps to be had today. Was that a frustrating day for you, missing FP1 and then not really getting
Yeah.
much running FP2?
Yeah, it was. It was in the end. I mean, FP1 it is what it is. We have to give up our seat for one session in the year. So obviously, Ayu. I think he said Ayu. That's the easiest way. So Ayu had his home track, so obviously made sense to give him a run. So that's fine. Obviously, that it is what it is. But yeah, FP2. When you miss FP1, you obviously want to get some running in FP2, and that weather was just that in the middle where it's not really wet enough for proper inter running, and then it's not really dry enough to learn much on the dry running. So yeah, I just gave you a 60-second answer in something that probably needed 3 seconds because I don't have much else to say today.
No, I appreciate you bulking it out. And we saw you on the pit wall. Did you manage to learn much from just looking at their telemetry?
Yeah, it was like a lot like obviously early last year when I was spending the race weekends on Red Bull's pit wall, and yeah, you actually see quite a bit. You know, we're looking through a lot of data, and you watch onboards, and we hear the comments from the drivers, and I'm trying to then understand what exactly they need where, and then I can kind of see it in the data and relate to that. So yeah, also just put myself in that position, and okay, now what will we do? We have one new set of tires, and we're complaining about this. So, well, not complaining, but we're saying we need this. So, what do we do? How much do we change? And blah, blah, blah. So you can definitely, you have a little bit of the luxury of time on the pit wall, so to speak, a bit less pressure. And so yeah, there is some things to learn and evaluate. So it's productive. You know, you have to make it productive, and not driving is obviously not that cool, but I can still learn something on pit wall.
And just finally, from what you've seen, do you have any sense of where the car is performance-wise this weekend?
I think, I mean, the morning, obviously, yeah, the afternoon session, forget that ever happened. I think the morning, Yuki looked like he was up to speed well and was in the top 10, I think, really all sessions. So, you know, the McLarens, I think, were on like a scrub soft by that point, so I think they'll be ahead. Alonso was quick, Stroll didn't look so, but I'm sure he will be once everything's up there tomorrow. So look like we're probably at the front of the midfield battle that we're in, which kind of is that P11 spot. So obviously, yeah, you never know what happens in quali, but it looked like we're where we kind of expect to be. So on that note, it's more positive than not.